We are delighted to welcome back to the Dreamforce stage, I guess it's 2 years running now, is that right, John?
Actually, last year.
It was last year, yeah. John Reynolds, the founder and executive director of Veterans2Work. And since we don't just want to repeat here, we have more than doubled down. I am pleased also now to welcome Jay Roca, U.S. Navy, and Angelica Jones, U.S. Army. Thank you for your service. John, I continue to believe there's no richer and more underutilized pool of talent in the United States today than our veterans, and I know that you've made it your mission to resolve that discrepancy. Tell me what's going on at Veterans2Work today.
Well, you're absolutely right. So there's 1 million veterans coming back in the next 5 years. They're talented, they're disciplined, they know how to learn quickly, they're team-oriented. And yet, the younger veterans face unemployment in big numbers and chronic, lots of years of underemployment. And it's, why is that? Well, partly because veterans really aren't used to conducting a job search, and, they haven't had to, and they also don't know how to sell themselves. For employers' part, most of them don't really understand how to fully employ the talents that veterans bring.
John, I know that you've brought a large phalanx of potential talent here to immerse themselves in the environment that Dreamforce can provide for helping people be aware of some of the tools that are available to make yourself more employable, more of a contributor to an organization. Can we meet your colleagues?
Absolutely. I brought with me today a dozen of our veterans are here with us that have just been through the Salesforce training course. The thing that I want to say about them is that just a few weeks ago, they didn't know how to barely spell Salesforce, with all due respect to their spelling ability. But today, most of them now have their certifications as admins. 2 of them have developer certifications, and they're ready to go. They're ready to go to work for you.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Let them hear it. Congratulations, welcome to the new economy. John, tell us a little bit more about what you've been doing with Salesforce services.
Well, there's a couple of things going on. I think the first thing is that what we've demonstrated is that the key to hiring veterans is to hire for aptitude and train for skills. And I can't think of a better example than this cohort of veterans. What Salesforce has done is really given us a platform that allows us to manage relationships with our 4,000 veterans who are registered with us and our 4,000 nonprofits and government agencies who are sourcing partners for us, and really allow us to have a fully built out platform to manage this thing. The other thing that Salesforce has given us, really almost more importantly, is inspiration. The 1-1-1 model has been terrific, and Marie Martinez and tons of other people at Salesforce have been just enormously supportive. I couldn't ask for anything more. They really walk the talk, you do, in terms of the spirit of giving, and I really want the rest of you to pay attention and take as an example Salesforce's great example that doing good is not incompatible with doing well.
Well, speaking of doing, I know there's some calls to action here that you'd like to have an opportunity to share. What are things that people can do to help get more veterans to work and to help Veterans2Work help them do that?
Well, first of all, we're looking to put 500 more veterans through the Salesforce certification program in the next 2 years. Okay. We can use corporate sponsorships to help us pay for the tuition to get these veterans through the class. We also are looking for essentially to put our veterans to work. Jay and Angelica and the rest of our veterans, most of them are looking for internships to get the workplace learning that they need. So hire our veterans, be a corporate sponsor. We welcome individual donations, www.veterans2work.org.
And that's with the numeral 2 in the middle, right?
With the numeral 2 in the middle. And then finally, don't just be vet friendly. We want you to be vet strong, and let us show you how to do that. Send me an email, john@veterans2work.org, and we'll show you how to be vet strong.
John, there's one thing that I often ask people: if you could sneak into Mark's office at night and put 3 things on his to-do list, whether they involve product design or things that we could do to make more resources available for things like bringing these modern skills to people. Can you give me, number one of what you would put on Mark's list?
So the one thing that we are focused on, which really I think is the key to getting more veterans fully employed, is again the aptitude-based hiring. Hire for aptitude, train for skills. So what we want to do is encourage employers. We want to deliver the aptitude information to employers to give them the confidence to invest a little bit in training that will bring these veterans up to their full potential very quickly. These veterans are quick learners. I think we've proved that. And if you invest just a little bit in those veterans with high aptitude, you're going to see some amazing results.
Fantastic. John Reynolds, Veterans to Work, thank you so much for all you do. And congratulations to our newest members of the new economy.